You start.
How you say you start and then you start to giggling? You okay?
Okay.
Exquisite.
And scene.
She had to get the giggles out.
Yes.
Okay. Well.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl, Shirley Dor
and Cirocobama. It's your audio besties here, and this is Not That Podcast.
Not That Podcast. Every Tuesday, we're sharing personal stories and giving advice
on mental wellness, sexual pleasure, relationships, and pretty much whatever the hell we want.
Welcome to another episode of This is Not That Podcast.
Not That Podcast.
Because it's not the podcast that you thought it was.
Absolutely not.
You thought we were going to sit here and just talk about nonsense that y'all be talking about.
Like 50-50? That's what you thought?
Yeah. We don't care. We don't care.
We make our own money.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I'm paying 100 or 0.
Sorry you thought 50-50 was an option.
Dang, we should have started with like what our idea, like what side of the discussion we're on.
Let's do it.
Okay. But I do want to start off by saying that we do this for the views. Okay.
For the views.
Relax.
We're gonna put this on a mug. So
we do this for the views.
Yeah.
Girl,
we do this for the
you think next episode I'm not about to come up with us? We do this for the views.
Just make one for me too.
Okay.
But this is not that podcast.
This is not that podcast. And we do this for the views.
We do this for the views.
Okay. So 50-50. Are you paying 50-50?
In what?
In rent?
And my nigga got money?
Yeah.
No. He's paying 100%. I want a life of leisure.
What if he doesn't have it?
We wouldn't be together.
What you thought this was? That's messed up.
Is it?
Yeah, you have to stay down with broke men.
I have money.
Yeah, but broke men deserve love too, and they'll treat you better, is what they said.
No, our last episode proved that they don't treat you better. Statistically.
Allegedly.
Go check it back. Go back.
Allegedly.
Go back an episode so you can see the statistics of broke men not treating women better.
Yeah, well, he cheat, but he's gonna make you feel like you're the only girl in the world. He's gonna make all 15 of you guys feel like the only girl in the world.
You told me, remember you sent me a video where the guy said that it's not a woman's job to love a man. It's her job to respect him. And then you said we have pets for love.
But you're a treasure. You're a treasure.
Listen, I love myself a lot. So does my pets. So, if you're going to come into my life, the least you can do is pay all my bills. Come on.
That's messed up. Well, you know my thing. If I'm paying 50-50, then we're roommates, and I'm buying a strap-on, and I'm going to have to do you half the time. Because
it's 50-50 everywhere.
It's 50-50.
It's not 50-50 financially only. It's 50-50 in bed. It's 50-50.
Yeah, because we're roommates. We got to split it down the middle.
Yeah.
So I have to buy something so that we can be equal. And then we can equally do the things that we want to do. Right?
Yeah. So
it's sponsored. I was going to.
We can talk about whatever we want.
Okay.
We're talking to black people. Black folks.
What's the other thing? Who sits in the front seat? You or his mom?
Who sits in the front seat? I don't care. Your mother can sit in the front seat.
Okay.
I literally don't care. But if I'm in the front seat,
you're not getting out the front seat.
And you come, if we were like at a 3-hour drive to pick you up, I'm not getting out the front seat, ma'am. Respectfully. I literally respect you enough to not get out the front seat.
What does that mean?
That you can respectfully go to the back.
Listen.
No, I'm not. That's crazy. You want me to I've been in the car for 3 hours. That's like when
his mom is closer to Rosa Parks. Okay? And she don't want to go in the back.
That's crazy. She could fall asleep. She can lay down. She don't have to deal with the discomfort of the front.
She wants to sit and hold hands with her son. Mm-hmm. With celle petit garçon.
Yeah. Usually how I decide whether I'm in the front or the back seat, because I don't the whole front seat thing doesn't dictate my status in your life for me.
Mm-hmm.
But if I feel like the person that is traveling with me, or that we're in the car and there's someone that's a male person driving, if I feel like you would be more comfortable in the front seat, you can take the front seat. But other than that, it's not about status. It's not about me feeling like I'm better than you and that I hold a bigger place in his life. I sleep with the man. I know I know where my role is.
So you are okay with sitting in the back seat,
Yeah,
but you're not getting out the car to go to the back seat.
No, especially if I've been in the seat for a very long time. Like, it's like, just hop in. We're all going to the same place.
Okay. I also don't care. Like, I don't understand how it was a debate in the first place.
Yeah.
Like, why does it matter who sits in the front seat? All right. Now, your boyfriend has you have kids.
Mm-hmm.
And your baby daddy brings one kid a McDonald's, but not your other two kids. Now your other two kids are like, I want McDonald's. Are you upset at the baby daddy?
Yeah, I'm gonna get mad. I'm gonna get mad because kids. When you buy one, you literally. This isn't even like a baby daddy thing. It's all kids.
Yeah, but he said, I'm going to take care of just my kid. Just mine. I ain't got no money for your other kids.
Oh, but it's not our kids together?
No.
And he's my man?
Let's say, yeah. Let's say, no, I was saying the baby daddy. Like, you're not with the baby daddy.
Oh, I'm not with him anymore?
Yeah. And he only get one thing.
And he's like, it's his turn to take care of his
No,
kids.
he just stopped by and brought his son a McDonald's, and you have two other kids. You have three kids.
And they're his?
No, they're not his.
Oh. Would I get mad?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I would. I don't think I would be mad.
You'd be mad if that was your man?
Yeah. We're in a relationship and you buy your kid something and you don't buy the other two kids that are our kids regardless. Like, you're not a stepfather, but you're bringing kids something in the house.
What if he is a stepfather? Like, he got a kid, he got one kid, and you have two kids, and he brought his kid something.
Yeah, I don't think I would be mad because he's telling me that he doesn't care about my kids. But I don't think we would be together because I would need someone who would choose to be empathetic and nice to my kids.
Okay.
Like, you can't just be in my life and then it's like you you bring your kid McDonald's and I like McDonald's. You're not gonna bring me McDonald's either. Like, why? What's going on? Because
he's not your kid.
But these are kids. It has nothing to do with who it belongs to. It's the principle of giving kids McDonald's.
See, and that's why I'm not having no kids unless I'm married, and I don't want to deal with no man with no kids. It's the issues that you have all the time. If I bring McDonald's and you got a kid and your kid look at me talking about some no, you can't.
I have an issue with that, and that's not even my fucking child. And her daddy's not my man. That girl, every time she sees my plate of food, she came over this weekend. I bought food, and she's like, I said, I asked you, did you want food? What did you tell me? She said, I don't want any. I said, so why are you looking at my food?
That I'd prefer that than that's not even spicy. That's not even spicy. My mom let me have those.
Oh yeah, no, she would never do that. I appreciate her too.
I hate those kids.
I appreciate her for that too. If there's one thing that child make it seem like her mama don't exist when she around me. But yeah.
My mama let me have some of those all the time.
Fuck your mama. Or go to her. Every time this kid comes to my place and she's like, I want your necklace. I'd be like, you have a mother. Go to your mom. Go to your mom's house.
Okay, the next one. Gold diggers.
What about them?
I don't know. Men are just arguing about
I
gold.
think
I don't know what the issue is.
They not done with this?
What's the
issue?
I don't understand what the issue is.
What's the issue?
But they be arguing about it.
Do you see Joe Biden's economy? I don't got time to be giving you the 90 just for fun. Are you dumb?
My grandma, I got a video of my grandma saying, "Are you dumb?"
Are you dumb? Just to give you the 90? No, I'm not. Listen. First of all, it be you niggas that make $8.50 talking about.
And you just got it because Biden raised the minimum wage
to $10. You just started making $10. Talk about she's digging gold. Don't nobody want your burger flipping money. Okay? We don't want it.
Hey, I want your burger flipping money. Sometimes the burger flippers are a little bit more generous. Than the car dealers.
$800 a month?
The car salesmen's people.
The car salesmen are scraping up scraps.
Sometimes they're a little bit more generous than the real estate agent.
You're a real estate agent. I know we keep coming for y'all. But for real, come on the podcast and prove us wrong. If you're really about it.
Oh. And sometimes the burger flippers are just a little bit more generous.
No, I don't want. You're in poverty. I'm not going to do that to you. Maybe when you get out the mud, but I'm not gold digging for your $10 an hour at McDonald's where you became a general manager and they gave you $50.
I'm going to get it where I can get it.
No,
okay?
no. I'm not gold digging. I may be spoiled and I may be bratty and I may want things, but I'm not trying to take your income tax. That's not what's happening here.
He only give you money once a year.
I'm digging gold from the people who have money. They have so much money that they hand them out at bars. That's who I'm gold digging.
Then that comes into the tricking and simping argument.
Y'all niggas are simps. I just want y'all to know that.
You can't say that. We're sponsored.
I've said it like 10 times. I'm just gonna have a conversation with her and be like, we say niggas a lot.
Neanderthals. Homo sapiens. Come on.
The sponsor's just gonna have to understand that word keeps coming.
Oh my God.
Listen, the people mess with it.
God. Shut.
I've been saying it for years. It's gonna take some conditioning. Okay, as you were saying.
Yes, as I was saying, the Neanderthals are upset about simps and tricks. Mm-hmm. And my thing is, I think that people use what they have to get what they want. If you don't have money, of course you can't use money as a tool to get the women that you want. Right. You gotta have something else. You gotta be extra funny, or you gotta be extraordinary in something, because everybody's a little funny, everybody may be a little cute, everybody may be a little something.
Cameron says that a lot. He'd be like, that nigga made you laugh so hard that you couldn't see how ugly he was.
Yeah. Sometimes when you laugh, like your cheeks cover your eyes a little bit.
You're blind.
And you don't pay attention.
That's what you broke men be doing. You don't have money, so you use
some of you guys.
Some of you, mostly, some of you. You use your wit and your humor, and we're squinting so hard and we're laughing and we're crying that we can't see past the bullshit.
Yeah, or you show us something new, like we not from the hood, So when you show us the hood, we're like a little excited. And that's what y'all do. Y'all bring us to the hood and show us something new.
Something dangerous.
So you use what you got to get what you want. And the broke Neanderthals, even women, it's just broke people in general.
Don't think this is exclusive to men.
Yeah. I know some of the things that we're saying, is exclusive to men. This is not exclusive to men, and I always have to say it, because then people are gonna come for me. Oh yeah, you always come for men. You always come for men. I don't. People use what they got to get what they want. Okay, women just happen to have pussy. They got titties
and strategic.
They look nice.
Strategic.
They smell good, and that's what you want, right? Mm-hmm. So if a woman ain't had no titties, she ain't had no pussy, she ain't had no.
Damn, what would she be?
No, nothing. Would you want her? No. She gotta be extraordinary in some other way then.
Right.
She's gotta find something else.
It's my sticky link.
So don't keep texting me. I'm not your bitch. Stop checking me. You come last when he next to me. His special bitch, no recipe.
Okay.
Like Salt Bay Open Sesame. You calling why he text me? I'm such a freak. He come fast one, and I say, Link, got him save us Uber Eats. What's the plan? I say, plan B. You can't take me out the streets. So, heavy on that.
As you can tell, today's episode is about sneaky links.
I don't want to be in the streets. Okay.
You don't want to be in the streets no more? Tell us about it.
No.
Why not?
I feel like that little Spanish kid. You're like, how are you? Are you okay?
My dog says she's done with the streets, but the streets keep calling. You don't want no sneaky link?
Well, yeah, I wanted to be on the sidewalk. I wanted to have a sneaky link and just like avoid the streets altogether. Oh, but we need to define what sneaky link is for those who don't know. You have a professional one?
A professional way to describe a link? We might need the Urban Dictionary that, but
you're gonna use big words.
You want me to use big words?
Yeah.
That's why people think we're experts, because I use like a larger vocabulary.
Yeah. The connection of in the conundrum when there's an adversary.
You sound like those people on Clubhouse.
Expeditious.
Expeditious.
Piggyback on what you said.
To piggyback.
Decorum.
You must have decorum.
Plethora of decorum.
Have you know decorum? But no. So a link, which is the original way to say it, is when you meet up with someone who is in a relationship. There's no relationship. You guys are not committed to each other, but you have sex a lot. So you link up with the link. Mm-hmm. Men call sneaky links, or they make links seem like you're not an important person, but important enough to get their rocks knocked off. Women make sneaky links like boyfriend number 2. Boyfriend number 2. That's
I didn't think that's what it was. I thought it was more of a it's sneaky because nobody's supposed to know.
Yeah.
So it's like a person that you're sleeping with, but nobody is supposed to know.
I don't know if that's true, because like people talk about their sneaky links too much,
which is crazy.
Like if it's someone that no one's supposed to know, why do you keep calling them a link? Because now it's a friends with benefits that people are well aware.
I don't think people should be aware of your friends with benefits either.
Oh.
I think people just can't keep it to themselves. They can't keep secrets to themselves. Right. And they're excited. They're excited they have a sneaky link. So they're like, ooh, girl, I have somewhere to go. And then your friend is like, where are you going? I can't tell you that, but
yeah,
I'm going somewhere.
I had a link who was like that. He couldn't wait to tell people that he was fucking a Haitian woman. Couldn't wait. He's like, yeah, this Haitian girl I'm talking to. I was like, you couldn't wait to tell people you talking to a Haitian woman, huh?
Exactly.
You're supposed to be a link. Shut the fuck up.
We're supposed to be a sneaky link. So now he's not a sneaky link.
No, he said link in my eyes. Don't nobody know he exists.
Then that's sneaky. That's a sneaky link. That's what a sneaky link is supposed to be.
Right. You don't know if it's still active or not.
Yeah, but
it's a link.
If somebody knows your sneaky link, then that's somebody you're talking to. At that point, that's somebody you're talking to. Because we all know, you talking. Yeah.
Friends be like that. Like, I didn't know you were talking to somebody. And I was like,
I'm not talking to
I'm not. It's a sneaky link.
Sneaky.
Someone that I sneak off to do stuff with and come back and pretend like he doesn't exist. Mm-hmm. So
that's probably how it's supposed to be. So why don't you tell the audience how to sneaky link properly? Ooh. Because you posting that you're going to your sneaky link's house on TikTok and your best friend has your location. It's not very sneaky.
So first of all, the link has to be okay. I just think that I'm a fuck Neanderthal. That's what I am. Okay?
Fuck Homo sapien.
I'm a fuck Homo sapien. I just don't care. So you will think that there's like a person that I'm constantly with or around, and you'll think that that's the person I'm linking with, but they're not. I have someone else that's like in the shadows that like I never talk about, that no one knows exists, and you just find out when you're like, you know what? It's been a while since you talked about niggas, and I'll be like,
oh, you said it anyway.
You couldn't hold it in.
Niggas is not sneaky links for Shirley, because she just niggas.
What am I supposed to do?
You gotta figure it
practice. I gotta practice. Okay, Neanderthals. It's a long word.
Just say ninjas.
Or ninjas.
No. Neanderthals. But yeah, so with Neanderthals, I don't like getting my feelings attached. It happens. We're all human. Like, you start to like people, but to make sure that the link continues to happen and that it's just simple, I come to you to get my rocks knocked off. One must be detached. And I have mastered the art of detachment. So if you are out here looking for a link, but you're actually looking for love, you've already gone wrong. It's already wrong. Kaput. Let it go. That's someone you're talking to. Not
Someone
your
you're
link.
talking to.
That is someone you're talking to. Your link is literally, it's Friday night. You just finished your period. You are hormonally horny as hell. And you call someone that nobody knows exists to link up for that exact moment. And then you go home. No cuddling. No sleeping in the bed. Go home. Just a link. And you keep it pushing. And you may link with this person multiple times a week. That's fine. But you can't be doing the talking to you stuff.
Well, I'm sleeping over. I'm not about to leave. And you can't come to my house, because then you're gonna end up being a homosexual.
You're gonna stay. I got something to talk to you about that. Someone said they came to my place and they slept in my bed, whatever. They said, "Oh my gosh, your home is so comfortable. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out." Don't say that. You trying to be comfortable? Don't get comfortable.
For the sleep.
Get out. Get.
Can I leave my toothbrush here?
No. Don't let me find a rubber band. Get out. Don't tell me my house is
What
comfortable.
if you come with the sleeping bag?
Bruh. Oh, it's so peaceful here.
It's so peaceful.
Mm-hmm. Peacefully out the front door.
No.
Yeah. Oh.
Aren't you lonely?
No. No.
Is there a difference between sneaky link and like friends with benefits?
I don't think there's a difference. I think people just come up with these new words to make themselves feel comfortable about the fact that they're having sex with a friend.
Oh. I think there's a difference. Well, for me, it would be.
I think it's just a cultural thing. I really think the original purpose of a sneaky link is to replace the word cheating on your girlfriend.
Is it?
Yes, it's your sneaky link is someone that you're cheating. You're
like mistress?
Yes. At least when I first saw the word surface, it was always about someone who is leaving their partner to go link with something. Sneakily. Like, why would you sneak around with somebody other than the fact that you cheated?
Well, men just don't want to have a commitment. Like, they want any. I think it's women want a title. Like, it has to have a title. You have to know what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And until you tell us what it is, then
we're gonna be thinking about it.
They're gonna be upset. I'm not really like that, but people are gonna get upset. So yeah. I think we're not talking. Like, I'm not interested in you. I don't want to be with you. I don't even want anybody to know that I'm talking to you. Let's do this on the down low. Wasn't it DL ever? Like, yeah. So like, let's do this on the down. Let's not tell anybody.
Okay.
That we are doing this.
Okay.
I don't want to be with you. So let's give it a name. Let's call it a sneaky link. Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? And the women were like, yeah, that's kind of cute, guy. I'm gonna go see my sneaky link.
Oh, I just fuck Neanderthals.
See, I mean, yeah, you could say that, but some women need to define it.
I feel like you said, they can't help. They can't keep it in, so they have to talk about it. Like, they have to there has to be a title so that they can explain it to people.
I guess, but I mean, it's still kind of messy. It's kind of like when people are like, "Oh, we hooked up," What does that mean? When white people say we hooked up, what does
We need an episode where we have a white person explain to us.
one
different
person is
white
they
words.
sleeping together, one person said they were making now, one person said they were just touching, one person said we were just like we were just hanging out and we didn't do nothing. Like, what is hooked up?
Right.
And then they made it more confusing when they said hookup culture. A culture of
Yeah, so hookup culture is apparently, this is speaking, but hookup culture is where you meet someone, you have sex, and then you drop them at the front deck.
That's crazy. But I think friends with benefits is different. Like if I have a sneaky link and if I had a friends with benefits, that's two different things. If I have a friends with benefits, you have to care about my feelings. It might not be romantic feelings, but I still want to be like treated like a human being.
Yeah. I wrote something about that where it's ghostwriting, but I wrote something where I explained that like people like romantic friendships. I'm gonna stop with the friends with benefits because it's kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
You guys overusing it.
Mm-hmm.
But a romantic friendship, right? You have all the benefits of a friendship and you have sex.
Yeah.
And why people choose romantic friendships? No commitment. Like I don't have to commit to being your life partner, but I can commit to be your lifetime friend, which feels like a different role.
Yeah, I prefer that than Sneaky Link because Sneaky Link, they have no respect.
No, you definitely know that has to end. Like the link part tells you that there is an end to this experience.
And that they don't care if you live or die.
Yeah. Because you're literally just like pulling up. At least for me, it's a pull up and then go home. Get what I need and then go home. So when I say, hey, I have a link tonight, I'm literally showing up and going home.
Yeah, I don't think I can link with anybody because I'm going to be hungry before I link. And I don't want to pay for my own food before I link. And when I get there, I think you should probably have some snacks. And we got to have a little bit of talk because it's awkward. And then when I leave, I want to make sure you're okay. And then I want to text you the next morning like, hey, that was great.
That was definitely a friend.
You know that thing that you did?
Okay.
You know that thing that you did? That was cool. You remember when I tightened it up? You remember that? You know what I mean? Like I want to.
She had to play by play.
Yeah, I want to talk about it.
Yeah. Links for sure. I don't remember the last time I had a link. I'm not a link girl anymore.
I rubbed off on her.
I am not with
She kissing people now.
I am with having friends with benefits. Romantic friendships.
Now, I'm gonna use that word next and see if that helps.
It changes the vibe when you're like,
Mm-hmm.
we have a very romantic friendship, and I really love it.
A romantic friendship.
Mm-hmm. All right. So when we talk about sneaky links, we cannot leave out the conversation on sexual responsibility. So we talk about sexual responsibility a lot on this podcast, and linking behavior is very irresponsible.
Very much.
So we figured since our last episode, people were asking, how do you tell someone that you want to know their status, that you want to know, you want to have these conversations about HIV, STIs, STDs, even pregnancy. How do you have these conversations with people? So we're going to tell you how you should go about it. Mm. So how would you tell someone about, or how would you ask someone about their status?
Well, first of all, this is why I don't have sneaky links because now it's uncomfortable to try to talk to them. So I would prefer having friends with benefits. This is a much easier conversation. The way that I go about it is I usually lead by example. So I would, before I even have, if I think that I'm about to have sex with somebody else or I'm going to stop having sex with the person that I'm having now, they usually don't have multiple partners at one time. I usually get tested after I stop having sex with the previous person and definitely before I have sex with whoever else I'm having sex with. So I would probably get tested and be like, hey, yeah, man, I got tested today. Everything is good. When's the last time you got tested? And then we can start the conversation from there. And then I can find out when's the last time they got tested. And if they haven't, that maybe they should, because I just got tested. So it's not like I'm trying to say that you're dirty, but, you know, I got tested too. Not saying that I'm dirty. I just want to make sure that everybody knows what's going on and we're being safe, because condoms are not 100%.
Right. I'm the kind of person that sex happens very sporadically. Spontaneous. So I have spontaneous sex. It hasn't happened in a long time. However, historically, it's been spontaneous sex. So if spontaneous sex happen, it does happen, I would have the conversation after the spontaneous talk, because I get very like, oh man, I just had sex without thinking about whether this person is tested or not. So I immediately think, okay, I have to get tested. And I know that within 3 months, I have to get tested again, because sometimes some things takes 3 months to come up. So I would say, hey, you know, we should go out. And I would suggest us going out, and the going out would be to the testing center, or I would just be like, hey, I'm going to get tested. You should get tested too. And then if it's something where it's like I'm talking to someone, I'm really feeling them, and then I want to be intimate with them, I'm like, you know, before we decide to engage in this activity, we should get tested and we should know our status. So let's get tested first, and then we can have a good time after. Yeah. But there's no easy way to doing this. Like, it's uncomfortable, but there's no easy way.
I feel like it's uncomfortable because you guys are having sex with people who you're uncomfortable with, and I don't think that you should have sex with people that you're uncomfortable with.
That's true. Like, if you really like the person, that conversation would not be hard.
It might, well, not like the person, if you're comfortable with the person. Because, I mean, you could like somebody and then, like, you know, sometimes people show their representative and they act a way that they don't usually act. So that's one thing, but you should at least try to be comfortable. If you're comfortable enough to take all of your clothes off, you should be comfortable enough to ask the question, or get tested together, or even not together. If you're uncomfortable with that, just go separately. But, you know, just be like, hey, within a certain time frame, we should all get tested before we move on any further.
Right. I had this one person, and we never had sex because they never got tested. But I kept saying it. I was like, oh, you know, they sweet talk me. I want to do this to you. They even got me a hotel, everything. And I was like, yeah, so, you know, before we get to this hotel, you should be tested, right? Never happened. Never. We're talking, I think this person tried for years. And in those years, they never got tested. So I wean off people that way. Like, I'm weaning you off. If I ask you to get tested and you're serious about doing something with me and you don't get tested, you'll need to be with one thought, that you are not safe and you're always unsafe. And the one time you get asked to be safe, you don't want to be safe.
Especially the men that are having sex sans capote. Y'all should be the first people.
Y'all love raw
They
sex.
should know you guys by name.
Right. Y'all love raw sex.
They should know you guys by name at the clinic.
No, not even like shaming you, but
just to be safe, because
safe.
You're having unprotected sex all the time.
Right.
So you need to be tested all the time.
Right.
Because it's not like you guys are having this with one person.
Right.
You guys are the key and the lock. No, is it the lock,
the lock and key theory.
Yeah.
The lock and key theory. Your key opens many locks.
Yeah. So get tested before you get into another lock.
Out here being the master key, and
that's why I don't like sneaky links, because they have multiple sneaky links and they don't care about their health.
Right. So the same conversation goes for the conversation about pregnancy. We always talk about testing, but we never talk about the other elephant in the room, which is what the hell happens when you get pregnant. And this conversation, you could literally avoid so much if you say to someone, what are we going to do if we get pregnant, since you want to have sex with no condoms? What's going to happen if we get pregnant? What are we going to do? Are we going to give up the child? Have the conversation before. Because again, talking about weaning off people, this is the perfect way to wean somebody off, because you'll know their intentions. If they say, oh, you know, I'm not really interested in having a kid, wrap your willy. Wrap it, since you don't want to have kids. Rapid.
I have a pregnancy. What is the hot take?
Okay.
Hot take. If you don't want to have a kid, keep the kids inside your balls or outside of the womb.
Right.
If you nut in that girl, the ball, she now has all of the decisions to make. You had your chance. You're the first line of defense. If you decide that you want to nut in somebody, and now that person decides, that person now has the power to decide whether to keep the kid or leave the kid. And it doesn't matter if you don't want the kid, that is your child. And if child support is what she needs, child support is what she needs.
Right.
You had your chance. Your chance was, it was literally in your, the baby was in your balls. The baby was in your balls.
Yours.
And you say you didn't want a kid, then you should have kept the baby in your balls.
In there.
Or
on the back.
Or on the back.
Face.
Or on the
Chest.
titties. Or on the face.
You have so many
or
options.
in the mouth. But you decided
to put it inside.
Put it inside of her. It is no longer your concern.
Avoid unwanted pregnancy by talking about it before you put your word in. Women, avoid unwanted pregnancy.
I don't know if that's realistic. If they're having protected sex, I feel like that's the conversation of I don't want to have kids.
Mm.
I don't think it's common for hey, you want to have kids.
That's why you have to have a conversation before you have sex.
Yeah, but you, like you said, it's spontaneous. Like I wasn't thinking.
Even in spontaneous sex, I can attest to having spontaneous sex. And right after the spontaneous sex, like, hey,
after the spontaneous,
you didn't wrap your willy. Are you ready to have kids?
Yes, but that's after the fact.
And then of course they can decide to get Plan Bs and other alternatives.
Oh, Plan Bs. If you are over 150 pounds, you need 2.
Mm.
So that's $100, not 50.
Mm-hmm.
If you're 150 pounds. And I know a lot of people were like, oh, it's only for fat people. I'm over 150 pounds. I need 2. So if you didn't know, now you know.
Right.
Neanderthal.
So if you are someone who doesn't you're afraid, you're uncomfortable with going to testing in person, there are free at-home testing kits
at home
that you can find on talktesttreatcfl.com, and they will literally deliver it to your home. You can request a kit and it'll be delivered to your home. Now know that it's just HIV testing, not STI, STD panels. There are other companies that do STI, STD panels, but they're not available in every state. They're not available in every country. So if you're living in Florida, sometimes I do believe they do ship out of Florida. If you're living in Florida, Talk Test Treat Central Florida provides free at-home testing options. They give you resources of where you can go in Central Florida or in Florida in general to get testing. They also provide a load of resources and prevention options like PEP, PrEP, all of that. You can find it there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, make sure you link in responsibly.
And thank you guys for listening to This Is Not That Podcast.
Not that podcast.
I hope that this was not the podcast you thought it was when you first clicked on listen, play, like, subscribe. Mm-hmm. And what else do we tell them?
Oh, you can, okay, so don't forget to like, comment, subscribe on the YouTube. Don't forget to follow us on social media, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. We're more active on Instagram, but it's okay. We're active everywhere else too. And don't forget to DM us if you have any questions, if you have anything that you want to talk about.
Leave comments on the YouTube. Don't just let the haters.
don't let the haters supersede you and your comments.
Don't let the haters.
Whatever you gotta ask, it could be in the YouTube. You could be anonymous too. If you go on what Cheryl says, I have an anonymous confection booth. I'll put it on This Is Not the Pod. And you can
also
confess.
leave a message. There's a number on the outro.
Yeah, you can leave a number. It's in the show notes and the outro.
Mm-hmm.
And you can call it, leave a voice note, or you can text us, and we'll just like answer your questions anonymously.
Or you can come to my compound class, since this is going to drop next week. The next one is April 22nd. No, April 20. Wait a minute. 29? Hold on. 28. April 28th.
So if you're watching this, go to Sarat's Compa Class, April 28th, so that you can learn new moves to dance.
With your sneaky link.
And seduce, yes, sneaky link. Peace out.
Thank you for listening. New episodes of This Is Not That Pod drops every Tuesday, so keep up with us by pressing that follow button.
We want to hear how much you're feeling us. So if you love the show, leave us a review. Be sure to read our show notes and tap or click around to support our sponsors.